Hi, so if you're a Sagittarius born November 22nd to December 21st, what can you expect for the month of August 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So you're going to need a lot of restriction this month because there's going to be a lot of things coming at you, a lot of opportunities, all at the same time. So restriction meaning, pick and choose what it is you want to do, because it just feels like there's so much to do or there's so many things to do that you're going to have to hold yourself back to go, okay, what makes sense and find it in an orderly fashion, or so you don't spread yourself too thin, because it feels like there's a lot to do, a lot's happening, which is really good. So we start the month off with the continuation of a full moon that happened July 31st in Aquarius, and that energy just flows into August, and it's for Sagittarius, it's a positive thing in that it's bringing opportunity to you. There's a culmination of events, things coming together, and at the same time, there is also feels like potentially something from the past coming up to be complete. So that could be a good thing, or some of you could go, oh, here's that problem again I need to handle. Whatever it is, there is a bright side to it. So if it is something that you don't want to deal with, and it's something from the past that has come back to be complete, just know that you'll have the insight and the vision to be able to manage it appropriately. And in addition to that, it also feels like there's almost like you're stepping on a conveyor belt to pull you forward, away from it, away from anything from the past that you're done with, you're tired with. It's not appropriate anymore. It's you've outgrown it, whether it's a relationship, whether it's career, whether it's a situation that you didn't handle and now it's time to clean up. It's just time for you to move on, handle it, be done, and move on. And I just sort of feel that if you just kind of put your attention to it, you'll get it done and be done with it once and for all. So it's one of those types of situations. Now, let's start with your money for the month of August for Sagittarius, and what can you expect? Well, I feel some worry and feel some concern around, it feels like there's been a recent shift or adjustment. It could be in your career, in your work, and that's what's causing these sort of hiccups in the money sector that's creating a little bit anxiety or nervousness about how is it all going to work, how's it all going to come together. If that's where you find yourself at, one of the things that you really want to do is really take one problem at a time, really focus on that particular problem. And so this is going back to the very beginning where I first kind of connected with your energy, where there was so much to do and so much out there. Just if you can organize your life in terms of what needs to be handled first, and in terms of problem solving with money, that's obvious, but that's where you want to go. It'll help you to kind of settle in and get things handled one thing at a time. And sometimes, it's just a process, and you can't wish it away, you can't will it away. It's just something you have to go through and manage. Now, a lot of you out there have just the opposite problem in that it's business and it's really good and it's really booming, and you can't keep up with it because it's good and it's booming. So it's the same sort of thing. It's all about managing your emotions and managing the process as new people are coming on board, as you hire, as you go through those growing pains. It's all good things, but I really feel like your money, that there is going to be enough money. I do feel like you have reserves there. I feel like you you have to not worry so much about how you're going to manage it, and then I think through that process, you'll make the right decisions about where to put it, what to invest in, and the timing of it all. There is going to be some influx of money. You might sell something or buy something, and it's something that I feel like you want to have happen. It could be a big item like a house or something like that. And I honestly have to say that it feels like it might happen more in your birth month, more around November than November than actually August. But here's the thing. It's, like I said, you have enough money to get you through it. You have enough money to move forward. It could even be a piece of equipment that you own that's valuable, and that you're trying to upgrade, or you're trying to downgrade. You want something smaller or less expensive. So anyway, it's all going to happen just in timing. So you want to have some patience. So I'm not seeing it so much happen this month as I do in your particular birth month. Now, relationships. There are some of you out there who are really worried about some other people that are close to you. And it could be that you've even affected them somehow. Maybe you were in business with them and now you've separated. You're no longer in partnership, but you have worries or concerns about how they're going to manage on their own. That's definitely coming up. There's also worrying about children. This energy that's coming in this month is very positive in terms of healing. So it can heal relationships. It can really help heal the situations and also give you new ideas and conversation. For you in particular, you got to really take care of yourself and your value. And this is also about honesty and being able to be honest, even though you're afraid you're going to hurt somebody. It's also about being honest in a productive way. Honest, not to tear somebody down, but honest. It's all in your throat. My throat's closing. It's all in an effort to help them and or support them. So it's honesty to the degree that you're able to help see somebody's and to support them and offer them resolutions, or even just your heart energy of I'm sorry it is this way, right? Because we never have to apologize for how we're feeling, but we do need to take into account how we express those feelings, right? Because that's where we affect other people. So just be aware that some of that may be going up. And I'm also getting back pain. Some of you may be having back pain because you're carrying the responsibility of other people and or those relationships. Now, on a positive note here, let's look individual for those of you that are in love and romance, that for single Sagittarius, and if you're looking for romance this month. The beginning part of the month, there's a real, you may have even already met somebody that's really interesting or titillating, and that's exciting for you. And it's a nice relationship. And if you haven't met this person yet, there may be more opportunity as you go through the month of August, because we just stepped into the new energy, and it's actually coming up of Leo. The new moon of Leo is August 14th. So there's this energy of Leo here the entire month that's really open-hearted and positive, and party and connection. So it's a good, positive, friendly energy. So for you guys, it means that there may be more opportunities for parties. You may find yourself being more connected to people. You may find that a more serious, because you guys already, Sagittarius can already be that way, you may find that there's actually a serious energy that kind of can come with you, that comes to you this month, which actually is a good thing, because it can help to balance you and bring you more grounded and help you make some decisions that maybe you've been putting off that are ready to be made now. So you're also going to see, have more clarity this month for things that you have been in question about. Okay, so back to romances. Let's go back to now the couple. Those of you that are in a couple relationship, let's look at that for the month of August. There's going to be some good communication happening this month. Really positive communication, better understanding, a lot more clarity. There's going to be less of the friction that you've experienced over the last couple of weeks, if you've had that. There's just going to be, it feels like, better communication. You may not always like what you hear, but at least it'll be clear about what's being said. So that's a good thing. There's a nice around right after the new moon in Leo, around August 16th. I really feel like there's a nice energy there for you and your partner. It's a really good positive day coming in for you and your relationship. And at the end of the month, we have a full moon in Pisces, August 29th. And that feels very romantic. It feels very sweet for you. And I really feel this awe and this love going towards your partner, which is really nice. So there's a really nice attraction, a really nice connection all around that full moon in Pisces. So look for good things too at the end of the month in your romance area for those of you in coupled relationships. Now let's look at your health for Sagittarius. So some of you may be dealing with some lung issue, or I'm feeling some tension around the chest here, and then also sinuses. I'm getting pressure in my sinuses. So for those of you that are in the lung area, the breathing area, a lot of that has to do with fear of moving forward. Some of it has to do with, remember when I said you're afraid for somebody else, or you're concerned for somebody else? It's almost like you're holding your breath. Are they going to make it? Are they going to be okay? So you want to be able to make sure that you're breathing and you're letting go of those emotions and that fear. And if you need to cry, just cry. It's okay. And sometimes crying is a really good release, and then all of a sudden you can think better, you think clear, you have a better or greater understanding of what's going on, and you can become more productive. So a good cry every now and then is fine. Now, if you're face down in grief, that's a problem. And if that's the case, as I said, this is a good month for healing, and you'll be able to attract the right people in your life to help you heal, so that you can then be a better friend or a better parent or a better lover to the person who's in trouble that you're worried about. The other thing is, you will also may want to change it up, your health regime, or what makes you happy. Invent things that give you life, that give you joy. Make it personal. Really take personal responsibility for your health. And what I'm being told is, by your creativity, your ability to be able to be creative with how you take care of yourself is important to your success. So the more you have to say about how you do things with your health, the better you'll become. The more apt you are to follow through with that particular regime, okay? Let's see if there's anything unexpected for you in this month that needs to be shared, okay? There's a real positive sort of feather in your hat coming in August 10th, so that means accolades, acknowledgments, something you've done that's bringing success, and it's bringing external success to you. So other people are acknowledging you. There's success coming in towards you. So it could be a promotion. It could just be a congratulations. Some of you may also be getting news of pregnancy, and or that you'll be a grandparent. Could come up also this month. So that's also around in this month of August. So let me know if that happens. And so it's good news. It's a very good news period around August 10th. And then there's also an opportunity towards the end of the month where you can sort of reach in and have a dream come true. So towards the end of the month, there's also something that you can grab hold of that you've wanted for a long time, and that you can make that happen. And that's towards the end of the month of August. Okay, so great month, guys. You have a lot of opportunities to have good things happen for you. And if you enjoyed my star signs for the month of August, please share it with your friends and like it. And I'll look forward to connecting with you again next month.